Okay, here we are in Autodesk Navisworks Manage, and we are going to look at some additional commands to that you can do in Manage that you can't do in Freedom. And for that, I might open up a file. Or for a start, you can append files here, so you can actually add different files, and you can create your own NWF file, which is a federated file. So basically, you could add your architectural Revit model, your Tekla structural model in there, and all that sort of stuff. And then, much like the video you saw just a bit earlier in our program, and then you can just have one file which you can, it's basically the built, or digitally built structure. And you can do crash detections and all that sort of stuff. Now, let's see, we can do, we can append stuff. If we go in here, append, for example, I can append NWD files, and I can also append any of these files here, all right, including Revit down the bottom here. So I can append it, or I can even, if it's just one file I want to just bring in here, I can also just open it up. So in fact, you can do like, where are we? Open. So you can just change the files of type and go down to here, and there it is. I've got it in wherever I've got it in my directory under crash detection, and then you can open up this file and let's see what it does. It takes a little while, or not, it's done the conversion by the look of it. Oh, there it is, almost. Boom, there you go. So this is a little drawing, not too dissimilar to the one you're doing currently, except it's got a carport and it's got the cable on the other end. Okay, so having this thing here, you can do a number of things. Of course, you can do crash detections. Now, the thing with Navisworks Manage and the setup like I have here is, if we go to View, like we did with the Navisworks Freedom, you can load a workspace, and I have loaded the Navisworks Extended Workspace, which is basically everything. All right, so what it does, it just, my crash detective is here, for example. We've got other stuff here. We got sets. Sets are interesting as well. All right, so basically, I can do certain things here. If I click on this thing here, again, like before, it shows me information over here about it, and they say this will have a Revit type, so it's a fascia, he knows what it is, all that sort of stuff like before. All right, so I'll just escape that. All right, so what else can we do? We can, the difference here with the, very important here, if I go to there, whereas in the Freedom we didn't have this bit here, now we have, I can sort of select the last object geometry or whatever else, or the file or the layer. So if I click, for example, say for the layer, click on there, see I'm getting the whole fascia, whereas by default before, when I clicked on the fascia, it was set to geometry, which means if I click on here, I'm only getting that one. So you can set the resolution so it's getting just one thing, or it's getting the whole layer, or the the whole, all the fascias, or all the roof, or all the posts. So for example, if I click on here, here's my post. If I click on here, or the column, if I click on here and make it layer, for example, if I just clear it out, right? Oh, that's a bad example. What do we get there? It looks like this thing is classified. Yeah, when it came here, it's classified as a wall, in fact. So it's just a coding issue there. But the footings are right there. They're like foundations or pads, and down here again. So as you can see, there may be some issues there, but just in the translation here, it's picking up something else. Anyhow, what I want to do is, if I, for example, did this, if I went down here and I change it, I usually work with this. So we just I pick what I want, that, and control key, add a couple more things there like that. I can go to sets, and I can say, right, not new folder, save selection. So this is a selection set, all right? So I'll call it here, columns. Oh, there you go, columns, done. All right, so there you go. We've got the columns, that's great. In fact, let me just go back. I'll do only 2 of them, just to show you something else. Because I haven't got too many columns to play with, so we'll only do 2. Let's do a new one here and call it 2 columns. And as you can see, I'm making this up as I'm going along. All right, so if I delete this thing here now, so I've got 2 columns there. Ooh, what happened? Oh, it's because I clicked on the other one. So if I click on this, 2 columns, there you go. It just picks them up. All right, so I'm assuming it's calling a column. Let's have a look at the name. It's something I'm not sure about. Let's see. If we go over here, where's the Revit thing? Right, item, Revit, here you go. It's, let's see if it picks it up. Let's just, let's go and see if we can get it using the database, all right? Who knows, we might. Okay, let's go to find items, all right? That if I take that off, usually that takes it off down here, so that works with that button there, find items, all right? So this popped up here. It used to be, if I go up here, it used to be just, it's just there. There you go. So it pops up when I go there. All right. All right. So what if we go, and this is in one of the exercises you'll be doing as well. There's some instructions in the PDF a bit later on of how to do this. So don't worry too much. How do we know what it is? Okay. Well, let's see if we find it. If we go here, we go item, we go name. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Yeah, name. Okay, go condition, contains. Well, let's see what we've got here. Doors, fascias, have we got any columns? Concrete, floors, footings, posts, what will they be? Roof, structural, for example, I can't read it because this is not wide enough. Let's see. Value. Right, so I just made that wider. Okay, square hollow section column. There you go. And that's how we'll look for that. Sometimes you can also put in, like you can type things in here. You can type the word column, for example, if you want. But I know what it is. I can see it there. And you do an example by typing later on in your little exercise. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is what it is because, or wherever it was, because I drew this and I know that's what I picked. So let's hope that's it. Okay, so I'll go find all, okay? All right, so let's go back. Disappear on me. Oh, it's clicking here. Oh, now it's, now it's gone. All right. Okay, it's still there. Find all. How does this go away? Anyway, I want to go back to my sets. Here I am. Now I'll go save. See how it says save search set now? Oh, that's terrible. I don't want all of that. That's picking up the whole building. Let's do it again. All right, so you got to be careful. It's a bit fiddly. Okay, so we'll note down here SHX, SHS. There, find all. All right, it's behind there. See, it's got them there. There you go. All right, so if we go save search set, so it's not a selection set anymore. It's a search set. All right, the difference is it works. It finds a keyword SHS column, and now if we bring this model in another time and we added another 3 columns, it'll go okay. Select. So, for example, click on this thing here, and I'll call it now, for example, all columns. All right, you can call it as HS, for example. All right, it'll automatically pick them all up. In fact, I know I have another 2 of these columns hidden in the wall in there that you can't see. All right, so they'll show up later. But if I click here, it's only 2. If I click here, I know it's picking up 5, in fact, because I just know that.
They can do different sets, is it? Sets, as it say,
That's right. It's different selection sets. These are more powerful, and these are more than likely that industry use more often, especially like big constructions like the hospital and that. Which means later on, as I said, if the model is updated, we don't have to go through and pick every column again and put it in a selection set. We just run that search set, and that becomes very powerful, right? So you can run your clash. It just comes up because when you go to find, you set it up here, like you got item, and you say what it has to contain. I could do one on walls, for example. So if you're clashing walls against columns, for example, you can do a clash detection based on walls versus columns. So so it's much easier. I mean, depends. I mean, with the columns, I picked SHS, but I could have just picked up a generic anything steel column. So it could have been, 100 by 100, could have been 70 by 70s. It could be steel channel, whatever might have been. So I could lump them all together in one search set, and off we go. All right, so it's pretty powerful. All right, let's just. This thing here is just not behaving for me. And we have to click this. It just doesn't. It just wants to just stay there. All right. Okay, so that's. I wanted to show you that bit there. The selection tree is still, as you can see here. There you go. There's the 5 columns there. See, it's hiding them there. And they're 90 by 90 SHSs. But you can't see the other ones that are built into the wall. All right. So what can we do? I'm just showing you the main points of this thing. We've had to run around it and use it. And they're the main sort of things. I had to do search, so the selection sets. Already how to use the, where is it? The selection tree, wherever it is, which is this one here, all right? And this is like an aerial view of this that just sort of pops up. We don't really need that. We'll just close that. Oh, there's my little building there. Okay, so let's, for tonight, we'll concentrate on that. And now let's, animator. Let's do a clash detection, which is what you're wanting to do, I think. Let's see how we can do that. Clash. So where's that model, that project there? Where is it, model? Sorry, where is it? Project, yeah. Where is it? Where does it come from? Or? Yeah, because you said we're going to use the one. Yeah, it's on the L drive, and it's on the Autodesk 360 as well. There it is. All right, so that's that there. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. Let's go to the model here. Okay, so let's go to here, Clash Detective. Now, to get the Clash Detective up, is this button here. If it's not up already, if it didn't come up with your loading your workspace, it's this button here on the Home tab, Clash Detective. There you go, and this pops up. All right, how do we get this going? This has got a little thing here that drops. Yeah, you have to have a project open, otherwise you won't do anything. All right, so, and also another thing you need to have, and I'll make this a bit bigger, is to have this thing at test, or you can put at test here, it doesn't matter. All right, and you can name the test if you wish. And for example, this one here, double click on there or press F2, and it will do it. Looks like we're running out of time, so I might just continue that on in the next session here. So I'll just stop this for a second.